Where are you at, girl? Come
Okay.
on.
Recording is on.
There she is. Okay. Hold on. More than one. Hold on. Is there supposed to be 3 sisters?
Oh, not that I know of.
Okay. She's talking about 2. And then she's like, but there's supposed to be 3. Because there's one that's very young. It's with her. I said, okay, cool. I'm like, are there supposed to be 3? Hang on. Hang on. Very, very dramatic for her. Hang on. Holds me tight with her everywhere she goes. I don't know what that means. We'll get into that in just a second. Hang on. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, why? Why is that? Why?
She had a necklace that I think was my grandma's, and it was a picture of her and my aunt, and I had it on every day up until I moved, and then I ended up losing it. But I always think of her every day, and now I have crystals with me all the time for her.
Okay, because she perfect. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry. So it's like that. It's like I'll get phrases and I'll say it, and then I'm like, wait, what? What does this mean? Hold on. Tell her I didn't. You know she didn't mean to leave you, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's like, tell her I didn't mean to. Very like, hang on. It's your time, Mama. It's your time. Oh, so you were around her when she's passing. Hang on. She talked me through it. She was far away. I was here. Where were you all? Why were you far away? And you talked her
So she was in like a hospice place, and we just came back to Grand Rapids, and she called me, and then within like an hour we got the call.
She passed. Okay.
And we were supposed to go the next day. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because she says she was with me, and she goes, she wasn't, but she talked me through it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Hang on. She said, honey, I had my time. She was very astute.
Yeah.
Very astute. She's very much like, no, this is my time. Like, I'm like, well, I love you. This is the first person all day that's like this. Most of them have been crushed or killed or murdered. And I'm like, this is very nice.
No, we all knew it.
Yeah, it's very positive. I like it. Hang on. Did y'all actually let stuff off in the sky for her? Or did we do something? Or did we write notes and let them off? Or something she's talking about going into the wind or going into the thing, or what is this? I don't ever get that sign. What is that?
So the day before she died, we were sitting in the room with her, and the sky turned bright pink, and we all stood there, and she said that she really liked it. And now every time that I see the sky like that, I always think of her.
That's the sky thing. Okay, because she literally is showing me like lighting up the sky. And I'm like, what are we talking about lighting up the sky? Like, did we light up the sky? Like, how did this go? Okay, hang on. Calming atmosphere, calming words. So that's the whole thing. Hang on. She goes, she wants me to come through so bad. But she feels me all the time. She doesn't even notice it. Hang on. She says, I'm there like a stick in the mud. I'm like, oh, that's pretty intense, because you can't get sticks out of the mud. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Hang on. Wow, hit those girls hard. Did she get sick?
Yeah.
Okay, she goes, it hit those girls. Do you have a sister?
Yeah.
Okay, she goes, it hit those girls hard when they knew I got sick.
Yeah.
I said, okay. Hang on. I tried my best to keep it going. Hang on. You knew she was going to go soon, though.
Yeah, we knew that when she said goodbye to everyone, and I felt it that day. I told my sister I didn't want to leave yet, but we had to.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. She's talking about that. She's like, she goes, but she knew it was going to go soon, though. Hang on. She said, I couldn't even handle my own breath at that point. Hang on. You just be back in the morning. I was like, fine. Hang on. What were they going to do? Take me off a ventilator in a couple of days? Was she on a ventilator?
No, but me and my sister thought she might have to be put on one.
Okay. Because she goes, what were they going to do? Take me off a ventilator in a couple of days? And I'm like, okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Aw. Y'all lived a very nice little life. Y'all lived this. She's very green. She's very like connected to the earth and everything like that. She's very. I mean, what she is now. Now, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say she's like a hippie or anything of that nature, but the way she wide open spaces. Did they live out in wide open spaces?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the hippie part comes from. Because I'm looking at Houston, and I live in inner city Houston, where like there's. I grew up with an 8x8 backyard, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! 8 feet by 8 feet, my dad." And she was like, "I was used to these wide open spaces." And I'm like, oh, okay. Did they have horses growing up, or did she deal with horses growing up?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hang on. Did she raise you by herself?
My sister helped a lot, and it was mainly my sister until
Okay,
my
so
sister
not
left.
not dad, correct?
Nope.
Okay, cool. That's what she's talking about because she's being very proud about that. She goes, oh, I raised them by myself. I was like, oh, okay, fine, fine. Hang on. Are you the youngest?
Yep.
Cool. Because she says she was always my wild one. She was always the youngest. Hang on. She says even then, even now, she can't figure out which way she's going or which end is ass up. Are you still in that area?
A little bit, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. She wants to help the world. What do you want to do? You want to help the world. What do you want to do?
I did want to be an architect, but I'm really good with children, and I like helping other people, so I clean and do this stuff like that.
Help the world. You want to help the world. Yeah. You are very creative, though. You're very creative. You're very. It's very interesting because you let your soulful mind take over who you are internally. So you are very angled. You are very like, let's make sure that this is perfect. But then you feel like there's not a deeper meaning to it. So then you kind of like throw it in the trash and you want to go with something a little bit bigger. And so I can see, but you're very, I mean, you'd be a really good, this is going to sound very weird, but you'd be a really good person that goes over and likes literally help starving kids in Africa.
Yeah.
You would be a great person for that. Hang on. Hang on. I think UNICEF. I'm like, okay, cool. Hang on. Hang on. She said I died. So she did die alone.
Yeah.
She said I died alone, and they have great remorse on that. Older one. Older one more than you. Older one more than you has it.
Uh, yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Is she like 3 or 4 years older than you, the older one?
No, a couple more years.
Really? Okay. Okay. Sorry, she's talking about one being in 6th grade and one like being in 9th grade. That's why I'm like, are we
Oh.
like 3 or 4 years older? Hang on. Hang on. Does somebody have the boys now? Who has the boys? Does somebody have kids?
My sister does.
Cool. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Hang on. Just recently. Hold on. Okay. Did she pass within the last 3 years?
Yeah, last year.
Cool, perfect. Just came up on the anniversary of it. Did we just come up on the anniversary of it?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, when was that?
November 23rd.
Okay, sorry, I get a little bit shook from what they say, so you'll see me be like, oh, okay.
I do have a question. Can
What's up?
you I grew up in an A-frame house and I have dreams all the time about the A-frame house. I don't know if that means anything.
Hang on. Hang on. That's a point to which you felt stable,
Really?
but then everything else came out from underneath you at that same point. Why does the A-frame house even seem a little scary?
A lot of abuse and stuff happened in that house.
Okay, cool. Okay. Because it's like what she shows me is like you being settled in there.
Yeah.
And they show me, it's like, okay, this is my stability. Like, this is where I live. This is the only place where I live. This is where I live. But then it's like, there's like this fear that goes along with it. And I'm like, how does that go along with that? Hang on. That A-frame house still stands and you won't go past it?
It still stands. I want to go near it, but I never have a chance to.
Okay. She goes, that, I go, well, where is it? I go, is it gone now? Like, why are we? And she goes, no, it still stands. She goes, but she won't go past it. And I said, oh, okay. Hang on. Is there something involving alcohol?
Yeah. My
Cool.
mom was an alcoholic.
Perfect. Okay, because literally I heard alcoholic and I'm like, is there something involving alcohol? Okay, cool. There's a lot of regret that comes from her.
Yeah. I believe it.
Because she's like, oh my poor, oh my poor. And I ask her, when did she start drinking? As soon as they're, okay, so dad left?
Yeah.
Cool. She says, as soon as dad left, I couldn't handle it. So she's been an alcoholic for forever.
Yeah. And I had gotten a hold of my dad after she died, and he said that they had called and talked once a month, but he had never known that he was sick. But I have a hard time believing him, so I don't know.
He knew.
Oh.
He knew. I don't know if he wanted to be around it. I feel like she would have almost like tried to like leech off of him a little bit or like take him down. And so it was she's not a bad person by any means. She's very straightforward. She's very sober when she talks to me. She's very normal. But she talked to him about it, but it's almost like he doesn't recognize that it's a thing. It's almost like she didn't recognize it's a thing. Hang on. You've created your own family. Do you have your own family now?
No.
Who are you?
I have a boyfriend.
Okay. Because not saying you have a kid, but she goes, oh, she's created her own family now. So how do you have your own family like around with him, or is it just you and him?
It's mainly just me and him. We don't have any like things like that. We've talked about it, but
Okay. Hang on. She goes, he's out there, but she's still trying to look for the deeper meaning of life. I said, oh, okay. Hold on. She says I know you love him. She goes, she'll get tired of him soon. She goes, that's her project. I'm like, oh my God, stop. Are you trying to like fix him? Sorry.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, cool. Sorry, they're very brash when it comes to these things. So just be with me, okay?
Okay.
Hold on. Do you live in the middle of nowhere right now too?
No, I kind of live right downtown.
Do you really? How big is the town though? Is it like less than 30,000 people?
I'm not quite sure. It's Grand Rapids.
In Michigan. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a lot of stray cats or something around you?
I have three cats now, and then a bunch of cats in the neighborhood.
You okay? Cool. Sorry, I see all these cats coming around you, and I'm like, where are all these cats? Sorry, I have one. I've been wanting to. I've been trying to get my husband to be like, yeah, go ahead and do a second one. She goes, not. This is the reason I say it, is because she says there's not an amount of cats or dogs that will make her feel whole.
Yeah.
She says, my daughter trying to keep. That's my daughter trying to take care of everyone and everything. Hang on. To a point when she loses herself. So, with that being said, too, it's time to do a little introspection, too. I don't know if it would be the best, and you'll figure this out later on. It's nothing for me to tell you. I don't know if it'd be best to have a family with him. If you do, you will definitely learn a lesson. If you don't, then you will get off and you'll be able to increase. But right now, where you're at, you do feel like you're stable. You do feel at least like you have some sort of value as a family. I don't feel like you have full value in yourself yet. I feel like that is definitely coming up. I don't feel like he gives you full value in yourself. I do feel like you have to be a mom to him all the way, which is just what you've had to do the entire time. I don't like the fact that she's talking about how chemical is he on is does he have chemical dependence as well?
Yeah.
Cool, because she's talking about her yelling or screaming or being rude, and he says, well, he has chemical dependence as well. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Hold on. Hold on. She goes, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're so, it's like grabs your face. He's like, you don't even know who you are yet. Hang on. Not get into drugs. Don't get into drugs, okay? Can you not?
I
Like, for
won't.
okay, cool. I mean, you may think about it, like it's okay if you like try it, but like don't get into it, you know? Like I've tried ecstasy, I'm not into it. I've tried obviously pot helps me with the Crohn's, that's cool. I've tried I think that's about it actually. Cocaine, I've tried that once. Couldn't, but it was just a little thing and I was like, "Oh, no." But get into it. Don't get into it because that will definitely you'll get to a point where you try to make yourself feel more and more and more and more and more numb and you won't give a fuck, then you'll feel more bad about yourself and then it's kind of like a snowball effect. So please don't get into that. Okay?
I've had a lot of dreams of my
Oh,
uncle dying. Is I don't know if
hang on. Is that her brother?
yeah.
Cool. She says that's what I said. He goes, it's my brother. That's why I asked you. She goes, he'll be with me soon. So it's a thing. It's a thing. He looks like trash already. So does he look like trash already?
I'm not sure. Since mom died, I haven't really talked to them.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Give him 2 years. He'll be there with me. So, but that's not your battle to be won. But just talk, communicate, love, have feelings. Oh, God, I want to get more into you too. Hang on really quick. Let me get into you too. Mom loves you. Mom is around. There's a lot of remorse that goes along with her. She's very straightforward. She's very to the point. She's very brash and blunt all the way through. Hang on. Get off her ass and stop fucking around. What is your other sister doing?
She's a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Be more of herself. Hang on. She's telling her, she's like, tell her to get off her ass and stop fucking around. And I'm like, she's not on her ass. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, she needs to get more into herself, more into herself. And I'm like, she is into herself. She has what, 3 kids? How many kids does she have now?
She has 2 boys and a husband.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's why we're taking care of more and more and more. And the one on the way, can she get pregnant again?
He's fixed and she's on birth control.
Okay, 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 okay. I don't know where there is like a third child coming through on one side. I hope it's not you. I don't feel it you because I don't feel a pregnancy coming from you. Hang on. She's had a scare. Have you had a scare?
Yeah.
Okay. Because she goes, though she's had a scare. I'm like, oh, okay. Hang on. Hang on. Tell my little girl I love her and I'll be watching for her. Hang on. Mommy's not there. Oh, so her passing was directly because of her alcoholism.
Basically, yeah.
Cool. Hang on. Because she says mommy's not there because she was being a dumbass. Now that's in my head. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. Hang on. Where they were going to put me. Is she buried?
No.
Why is she talking about they were bartering back and forth where they were going to put her? Does somebody have her over
Me
here?
and my sister have her, and then we were gonna do like a big party for her for like getting together and stuff, but then Corona happened.
Okay. That would make sense. Okay. Hang on. Take me with you when you leave that place. Okay, so are you in his house right now? Or his
No,
place?
I'm in my sister's house.
Okay. Hang on. Because she says, take me with you when you leave that place. So make sure you take her with you. Hold on. Does somebody have her out in like the main area and then somebody else has her in her room?
Yeah, I have her in my room. My sister has her in the living room.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Because she's talking about being able to see people walking back and forth all the time. And then the other one is like, all right, my door's shut. Gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. Cool. She says, I'm sorry. Oh, so she passed this year.
2019, going into this year.
Okay. Was it like the 27th of December? When was it?
November, I think 23rd.
Was it? Okay. She said y'all didn't even have. Did y'all not even really have a Christmas last year because of it?
It wasn't because of that. It was because of other things that happened at home.
Okay. Because she says, I go, well, what happened here? And I go, what happened with Christmas last year? She goes, it's going to be better this year. And I said, well, what happened last year? And she goes, they didn't really have a Christmas last year. And I said, oh, okay. Abuse, a lot of yelling. Why are we still having the abuse and yelling thing? Like, what's going on with that? Why is there always like this moving nomadishness? Like, what is happening there?
My sister's husband sometimes has like a lot of buildup, and then it comes out sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's okay. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. God, I want to protect you. I want you to come and live with me for like 2 months. Like, I'm just like, I need to make sure you're okay. You are a beautiful person and a beautiful soul. Um, she says, yeah, she needs that. I'm like, okay, I know. Hang on. Is it already like 30 degrees where you're at?
Kinda, yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah.
too fucking cold. She goes, I go, well, why didn't she just leave? I said, what is this? And she goes, it's too cold to go anywhere and it's too cold to leave to go outside. I said, fine. And I'm like, it's 81 degrees here today.
Wow.
Yeah, and tonight it's going to be a very chilly 71. Very
Okay, is there like something of mine missing from when I was younger or something? Because sometimes I have dreams of like this red dress that I had when I was a baby or stuff like that.
I think there is a lot of stuff missing from when you were younger, but I don't feel like it has followed you to the place to where you're at.
No.
Like I feel
When
like it's gone for forever.
I left, I moved out of my mother's house in like third, fourth grade-ish, and then I like never seen any of my stuff again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm asking her, I'm like, where is it at? Where is it at? And she says it's not. She moved and it's not. It's never there. Hang
Um,
on. Toys, the blankets, the dresses, the outfits, everything is all gone.
did she want to get rid of them or did her boyfriend?
Boyfriend on her.
Did she know about the dress that he picked out?
Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, and it was terrible. Why? What about it?
He did a lot of bad things to me, but he specifically liked me in that one.
Yeah, yeah. That's why she's probably saying it's terrible. Hang on. He's still alive. Yeah, he is.
I saw him a while ago and I was in the car and I think she did something because I had
They,
my phone like flew and I blacked out and then it was him.
she says the way he looked at my daughter made me want him to die 1,000 deaths. I'm just gonna leave that right there.
Okay.
Okay, because there's a he's not gonna have a really nice death. Let me tell you about that.
I didn't think he would.
No, no, give it. It's not gonna be now. It's not gonna be in 3 years. Give it 8 years.
Okay. My aunt. I have another aunt and then I have another uncle. Are they is any like are they okay at all?
Hang on. Give me their first name.
Jane and Ron.
Hang on. Whoever Jane is, she says we'd like to drink and all, but we weren't like that. Hang on. So they were fine. They were fine. Hang on. They're in a separate place than mom. Not saying it's a bad place. That like they're in a good place. Mom's more in a learning space. They're in a better zone than that. Hang on. I couldn't breathe. Could he not breathe at the very end and he passed?
I don't he hasn't passed yet, but I know that his health isn't the best.
Okay, because they're talking about him being like having like breathing issues and like walking issues and having like a lot of pain and joints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hang on. Those are her siblings?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, because she's talking about watching over them and like seeing this. Hang on. Yeah, they're okay. They're okay.
Okay.
He's on the fritz. You're going to be very separate later on as long as you keep to yourself and you don't get loneliness get the best of you. I could talk to you for hours, honestly. You're a whole mom is one thing, you're a whole nother thing. The evil that's come into your life, everything that's left, who are around you, where you need to go. Like it's so much. And in closing right now, and what I want you to know is if you can just keep to your wits and realize that other people's feelings don't delineate your future, and you need to keep in mind how you feel and where you want to go. The people that have passed are going to be there with you and they're going to help you succeed, but don't fall into the trap of trying to help other people that don't want to be helped.
Okay. Does she do anything that like signs or anything that I don't notice?
She does. It's everything from like feeling a breeze to like having a dream to like feeling her next to you to like getting goosebumps, all the way to like maybe your phone app like skips and closes, all the way to like maybe you may be walking outside or you're in your car and you see like this random stupid ass cardinal bird. Like it just kind of like hops down here, or you're like, why the fuck is there a butterfly in the middle of winter? Just wait. Stuff like that. It's not a single thing. She's constantly there.
I've seen my friend's uncle died and when we went in the house I like saw him and
Yeah.
like I felt him and but I've had that for other things too, but I've never like I guess saw her.
No,
How I feel
he's
things.
too close to you. You can
Yeah.
see the friend's uncle because he's not close to you. You can't see her, but you will be able to feel her.
Yeah.
Okay? You can see him and understand him because he's not in the same frequency. He's not in your family.
Okay.
But because of her, you'll be able to feel her. You'll be able to sense her. And at a point where you start to get really depressed or really sad and you start to cry and you just like, I want you to be here, then you get this overwhelming sensation. That's her. That's
Okay.
your sign. Okay? It's not going to be like, oh, I threw a chapstick across the room. It's going to be like I get to this lowest point and then finally something feels like it's bringing me up. That's her. Because you know why? Because you won't feel the signs beforehand because you're used to them. Okay? So take 5 minutes, take 10 minutes, have a good cry. Fuck, if you need me, let me know.
Okay.
If you have any questions tonight, tomorrow night, the next night, please let me know. Just email me and I'll hit you back.
Okay.
Okay? And if you need me, just let me know. I love you. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
You're welcome. And believe more in yourself and stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders, God damn it. You have enough to do for yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I love you, dear.
I love you too.